Hello everybody and welcome back for another game of World of Tanks. I actually have 3 games putting together for everybody tonight, so it's going to be a little bit longer than normal. But as you can see, the 3 games still only takes about 20 minutes because they're pretty quick. But we're here on Kasserine. I got the Type 59-2, which for me, I really love a lot better than the King Dragon, even though it's essentially the same thing as the King Dragon. I didn't go out and buy this tank. I actually got it in one of the commander's crates. I think it was the hero crate. So, and I wasn't disappointed when I got it. I wasn't exactly hoping for it, but seeing as I already had the King Dragon, but when I did get it, I was like, okay, you know, this is probably going to be a fun tank because for whatever reason, it seems to perform better. A lot better than the King Dragon whenever I've come across them, or even just with my own experience playing it. So I was real happy to get it and threw some equipment on it and put my Chinese crew in there and take it out, and I've had a lot of luck with it compared to the King Dragon, and that could be just all mindset, but I think it does perform better. And maybe it's because it doesn't have that weird skin on it, and it feels, I guess, more like a real tank, so I feel I play it more like a real tank than just some kind of goofy skin, cool looking tank. Which I know that there's quite a few people out there who don't like it. I know Turkey Tanks called it the Happy Meal, which ever since he said that, I can't get that out of my head. But I don't know if I mentioned we're on Kasserine here. We spotted the KPZ 50, and have gotten quite a bit of assisted damage from spotting him. And we got a nice shot on him, and we're gonna focus him down and bounce around there. But once we get our next round loaded, we're gonna finish him off, as we know that those are pretty intimidating, especially when they're top tier. So it was nice to get him out of there at the beginning of the game here, or else he could have been a real challenge to dig out if he gets the chance to get hull down. But coming down off the hill, we managed to roll our tank, and luckily we don't get stuck on our turret, and we're able to keep rolling. But we're gonna sneak around here, catch this SU-130 not looking at us, and then he snaps a shot, and we manage to bounce that off the front of our tank. So we're gonna load up the HE and try to dispatch him as quick as possible. That he gets unlucky again, and just manages to damage our track, and our teammate goes ahead and finishes him off. So right now I'm debating on whether or not to go help and finish off this French heavy over there. But I'll look at the cap and know that we got about 10 seconds left. So luckily it does get reset, but we're gonna go focus our attention on the cap circle and not let this game end by base cap. So the tortoise turns and catches us. Take a shot there and put some damage on him, but he of course returns in kind and hits us again. So now in 2 shots we've lost half our health, and I really gotta pay attention to what I'm doing here. So I go ahead and go for the tracking shot, knowing that trying to expose more of myself is probably just gonna lead in bigger trades for me. So I'm just gonna keep tracking them and keep earning assisted damage for it. So right now we're at about a 50-50 split, about 2,000 assist and 2,000 raw damage. And now that the cap's not a threat anymore, we're going to turn our attention back on that French heavy. We're going to go hunt him down. So we got proxy spotted right there, which was a little bit of a surprise because I wasn't expecting that. And luckily for me, he didn't pay attention and turn around and have a shot for us. But we're gonna roll up on the Udez here, who's giving us his sole attention, and we do get a shot in him as he gets taken out, which only leaves the Artie left, and we're gonna try to chase him down, but spoiler alert, he's gonna get taken out long before we get to him. So we're gonna drive a little bit, and then the game's gonna end. So I don't want you guys hanging on the whim that we're gonna catch him when, no, he's gonna get spotted in the back and get taken out. So easy win for us. I thought that was a pretty well played game, and a lot of fun. And even though we rolled over, I thought that was pretty funny, just coming down. So we do get the mastery badge first class. We make 100 and almost 40,000 silver, and just a real fun game. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And for this next match, we're going to be moving to Proc. Rothko is probably one of my favorite maps to play for just about everything, even heavy. It's a nice wide open map. It makes me think of the Eastern European battles of World War II, with the big, massive, open expanses, the Ukraine and stuff like that. So, and really, I think that's the way Russian tanks are designed, for those big, open areas, because they do not have gun depression. And you know that the Type 59-2 is pretty much a Chinese version of a Russian tank. So we roll up into our position. This is the area I like to go in my mediums, and catch the STG out and get a nice little snapshot on him. And then we see our opponent's Type 59-2 across the way, and we're going to give him a nice little shot in the turret there. And then he's going to end up coming down and trying to focus us. I don't know if we pissed him off with getting that shot on him, but it really seems like he's going to be really focused on us. And as a result of that, I went into the post-game stats, and he only pinned one shot this entire game, and that was a shot that he does get on me later, but only after he switches to heat. So we go ahead and take the Motherland out of action there, and not much really going on right now. We're just being patient, holding the center. Right now, we do rack up quite a bit of assisted, or we're gonna start racking up quite a bit of assisted damage as we take a shot there. So the SU-130's poking up on us and decides he doesn't want any part of that. But here's our friend, the Type 59-2, rolling in like he's about to do something, and we do bounce our shot, and then he does go ahead and backs on down. But we're not gonna focus solely on him. We're still gonna keep our head about us and focus on what's going on here. So, and that's what I've again, with the Type 59 versus the King Dragon, I don't know if it, I'm pretty sure that they are like the exact same tanks, but for whatever reason, I feel like I do get the opportunity to play a little bit more hull down with this and use what seems to me like more gun depression, which, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure it's the exact same as the King Dragon, and there's no actual difference other than the way the tank looks. So keeping our wits about us, we do catch a nice shot into the Demolisher as he moves in on our teammate down there, and there he goes. He fires his heat shot and he pins us, but we go ahead and put one in his hull. So that was his one damaging shot for this game, as we go ahead and put another shot into him. Roll slightly low, but even with our average damage, we probably weren't going to finish him off in that shot. But again, not focusing on solely on him, is allowing us to farm his teammates back there that aren't paying attention while we keep ourselves safe from fire. So that's one thing that I have been focusing on in my recent games, is not getting too one-track minded on one person, and making sure that I am keeping my wits about me as we keep on in the match, and try not to pass up opportunities like that Hellcat right there that somehow we managed to miss. Pretty sure it snuck in between his ammo rack in the rear of the turret and the hull in that little space. I was pretty upset to miss that shot because I wanted that kill, but we're gonna go chasing down Artie, which we already know that we don't have a chance to get, but you know, why not? You never know what kind of mistakes he'll make. But that was a pretty good game. Got 3,000 damage, 520 or 82 assisted, and we managed to bounce about 1,000 around. So, or 1,000 in damage, not 1,000 rounds. So, not as it was more damage than the last game, but we didn't have as much assisted, which I thought was pretty surprising that I got a mastery 2 on that, because I felt like it should have been higher. But again, 117,000 silver, not a bad result. Making some money as we scroll through our damage there. And the last game that I got for you guys is here on Runeburg. This game, again, the gun depression I feel is a little bit better on this tank, even though these aren't like steep ridges, they're more like gradual slopes. I just feel like I can make this tank work better. And that's, I'm gonna say it again, probably all psychological, but I really have been enjoying this tank. So we're gonna move up into the middle of the map here, right around the 7-8 line in the EF area, and try to hold down that center, because I know that whenever I do try to play in the city inside scrape and stuff, I somehow I can't figure out how to make that work yet, and I just get tore up. But we're gonna use what we got in our low profile and this gradual slope, and see what we can accomplish here. So we already know that their 2 light tanks are up here spotting us as the CMCD tracked us on our way out here. But we're gonna poke up, take a shot on this AT-7 here, and send him back to the garage as we catch the attention of the T-54 lightweight. And I thought it was real interesting that this Pantera just completely ignored me when he had my full open side and I wasn't even paying attention to him in the slightest. But we auto-lock and only managed to track him and not do any damage. But now we do have some support, and he's quickly getting whittled down as he backs off and takes another shot there, and we go ahead and send him back to the garage as well. Now the Bat Chat came up. He didn't really do anything to us. I just kind of was there as we take a shot on the T-25 AT, and he's already running back. Our light tank pushed up on him and spooked him. So he goes up and over the pile of rocks, and we do get to sneak around in him and make him a 2-shot situation for us with his nice light armor. We're gonna try to take a ghost shot there, miss. Pretty sure that guy backed down because that shot went right where his commander's hatch should have been, as we get some assisted damage on that Tiger II right there, and somehow miss our shot. But we're just gonna sit here Things in the city have not really been going all that well for us, but trying to get into a position to be able to support the guys and shoot down the alleyway. But I can't do that yet because this guy is waiting for me to do exactly that. I think he keeps thinking I'm going to forget about him or whatever. He tries to poke around back in, and we do manage to sneak around into him. Luckily for us, RNG goes where it needed to go for us to hit him. Because if you looked at my reticle there, it wasn't actually on his tank. It was right behind it, but they go ahead and threw that round right into him anyway. So we're waiting for that tiger to make a mistake. We do notice that the Bat Chat is now a really easy one-shot, and we can probably just ram him. But being unspotted and knowing he's not focused on us, we're going to sneak around the back, and we're just going to RBRT and snapshot him in and take him out. I was really confident in that because if I missed, it would have been easy just to turn and ram him while keeping my attention on the tiger over here. So right now we were losing, but as you can see, it's tied up again as we managed to somehow keep it close. But right there, I made a real big mistake. I thought I had auto-locked on him, and I didn't, but I fired anyway. And because of that, he was able to get 2 rounds into us instead of just the one. Because I was really hoping that I was going to be able to just ram him with 1 shot. We did get the ram, and we did get the 1 shot, but he got 2 shots into us for our exchange. So we go ahead and take care of that tiger there. He was trying to take us out. He got 1 shot into us, but we're still a 2 shot for just about everybody except for the last heavy, which at this time I don't know what it is. And right there I see it's a barracuda. So I'm not feeling all that great because I know that he's only got to hit me once and he's going to take care of me. But we do get a shot on the T-54 lightweight right there as the barracuda's barreling in on us. Not focused on me at all. He is completely ignoring me. I shot him, hit him in the tracks, and damaged the track as he is all about just getting our TD taken care of. So I shot him there, damaged him, tracked him. He goes ahead and fixes it, and then he does take out our challenger teammate. But now he's on a nice 32-second reload, and I really don't have anything to worry about. But I do, in this, lose track of their light tank. And now I know it's a 2 versus 1. The light tank's a 1-shot, and I start to roll out and then realize that he is right behind me, and now he makes me a 1-shot for him as well. Which I've seen Turkey. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, and I know all too well what light tanks are capable of doing at the end of the game. But luckily for us, our teammate goes and finishes him off, and we live to fight another day. And come out with our top gun, 3,500 damage, 669 assist, and we bounced 480. So another great game, as we made another game over 100,000 silver with 131,000. We get the Top Gun Mastery First Class. I've gotten a couple Mastery First Classes in this. Still waiting to ace it, but again, that's what I'm saying. This tank is a lot of fun. So thanks for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Take care.